Hello, this was quite a thrilling game played on Foxy, where Black died in the middle top area, but still won by almost 20 points because of getting back a few stones on the bottom and, of course, the big box on the right side. So, lots of interesting tactics to go over this game. So, we have a Sun and a 5-3. Black is looking for trying to balance the territory and influence-oriented moves in the early stage. White played a simple Hoshi start, and then black plays a normal approach in the top left, sorry. So usually, yeah, double kakari it's a fine option, but black can simply take a corner, so keep the territorial um, game on. But it's nothing wrong to play the double approach. So usually against this double kakari, white will attach the top stone, so put more pressure on the weaker stone in this case. Then black will discard that stone in order to create Aji and simply take the corner. So this is a pretty common Joseki. Now Hane, then white is supposed to play Nobi most of the time. Then when black plays in the corner, white can block either side. So when white blocks the left side, black will need another move in the top to get rid of the Aji of E18. And then if white defends the top, this way black takes the territory on the left and white goes for some outside thickness, but f17 still keeps some margin inside white's uh, so white plays the block, black plays Atari, gives white a pretty heavy shape, and then black can play this kind of Kosumi to connect the stones in the top and keep h17 separated from the corner. If white cuts on the left, black extends, white needs to play another move, so this way it prevents the squeeze. Otherwise, if white extends in the top, black will immediately go down and play all these forcing moves. So in the end, it's very painful for white to live in the corner. Then black can put pressure, extend on the left side, but black stones on the outside are all connected. So black can consider the Kosumi at f15 in the future. Now when white plays this attach, black would actually Hane. Normally, white will cut, but black can resist with Atari and connect. If white cuts with Atari here, black has two options. One is to Atari, give up the top stone, and then ladder the 4 stones on the left side to just kill this group for giving up 1 stone. But black can also go down. So when black goes down, now there are two ways. Either capture the D17 stone or ladder the G15 stone. So actually the F15 stones. So when white connects here, black will Atari, and then the ladder works either way, but also black can just play the net. And this way white will squeeze, but in the end white is separated in the top, so it needs to extend for a base. But I would prefer in this case to play Atari and then capture the corner. So that's a disaster for white. Therefore, black can fight very well. Now, if white plays Atari here, black captures, white will Atari like this, and there's a lot of Aji for Ko, but black doesn't have to start the Ko right away. And there's another Ko that black can start here and Atari like this. But as long as white can capture and capture again, you need to wait a little bit for the right time to start the Ko, so black needs Ko threads for that. But either way, black should consider G16 and cut and go in between. Like this, black is forced to leave small in the top. And actually here, white can double Hane in order to capture the cornerstones. Now those stones die, it's a loose ladder. So, white simply get ahead, black pushes a couple of times, then slides. This is good for black. Black lives in the top left area, and white's wall is not really effective in the middle. This exchange is really not necessary, because playing that exchange, white loses the option to attach in the corner. This would be a trade, give up the corner to separate the top stones. So when white plays this attach, black has to pull back, and white can pull back and fix the corner. But after playing this exchange, the attach at c18 doesn't work. Black would resist with Hane and descend, and now the stones are captured. So white didn't have to play e17 in center. Now when white captures here, it's good for black to play another Atari, so the entire group doesn't really have ice, which means white should go out into the center and then black extends on the left side. If white doesn't play a move like h13, it's very nice for black to play a peep here and then jump along. So the entire group is on the run. Pretty big to play c6, but it feels nice for white to take this Hane on the second line because it gives him eye shape on the spot and black is still kind of floating. Now the invasion is also okay. Well, white is quite aggressive, and here black should go out with a one space jump and then cover. Oops, I mean like this, shoulder hit. White might connect under, but it feels a bit painful to be on the second line, and the thing is, black managed to connect all those stones towards the center, so it's much safer later in the game. We will see that this group, E13, suffered a lot in the fights later on and eventually died. So double approach high, then Hane, then cut through. Usually here black just attaches in the corner, and if white resists with a block, then Atari, Atari, come out, Atari again, and turn. So this is quite a disaster for white. Therefore white has to block and black goes down. That's a simple Joseki. Now if black escapes, white can extend also, then black pushes through, white will cut, black will cut also, white captures a stone, black needs to take the cornerstone, Atari. If black connects, there's Atari from the outside, so black might capture, but this becomes a bit over concentrated for black, especially that f4 it's attached to the Ponuki, and white also got a very strong shape on the left side, so now he can hit the vital point, the eye stealing Tetsuji, to remove the eye shape of that group on the left side. So I decided to go for a connection with Ko, and it's not appropriate for black to start the Ko right away, because at this stage of the game there are practically no Ko threats. So for black it's better to push along and connect to the left side. Even if white captures a Ko, black should connect, so black has the wall. Now there is still Achi in the corner, but it's very important to keep these stones solid and connected because they radiate a lot of power towards the center. So the cut was too much. If black has a big cut threat, is good, but not the case. This Atari is not enough. Normally black can think about the peep, but I guess white will ignore again and just gamble with the stones in the top. Now jump and try to survive. So this is a kind of do or die call. I mean, you either have a cut threat and take it, or you lose it. So this Atari wasn't enough. White eliminates the call, which is a very good decision. Then black captures a stone, but this cut is just unreasonable, because with this move black became heavy and it didn't really cut the groups in a favorable way. Normally black should play a one space jump threatening to cut, but white can protect like this, then black comes out and white extends again. So every time black cuts here, taking the call for white is just a backup plan to connect, but white is already safe by living separately in the top. So this was a bit too much. Good Atari, and white can actually play Keima here. So in the end, black just got into trouble with this empty triangle, and the cut, the e16 call, will result into a neutral area. So this push, that's too much. Black should Hane and then just extend. Black can try the double Hane, but there will be an Atari, which gives him a bad shape, and white will extend, black captures a stone, and that's pretty much it. White is strong in the top. I mean, if white tries to fight harder, it's gonna be dangerous because now the Ko activates, but even so, there are no Ko threats, and when black plays Atari here, there is no way out. Now white will play the Crane-esque capture. So this fight just didn't go well for black from the beginning. Now black creates another weak group. White can push along and then connect here. Because if black decides to cut like this, Atari, and capture everything. So peep. Here white should play with fighting spirit and push through, then Nobi, because now the left side is in trouble. This way, black starts to redeem his losses. The jump is good to make some shape. This jump is not really necessary. Trying to save those two stones, it's not important because it's just going to create a heavy group. Better play a tiger mouth, fix the left side, forget about the two stones, maybe jump here, threatening to escape, so white will play another move to capture them. Push also good, because you can push and cut. White will double up. So this is a sacrifice on a small scale, but in the meantime, black got strong in the center, he got a good point in the top, and now black can play another big move somewhere else. So this way the game doesn't look so bad for black anymore. This PP is not necessary. Simply go out again or play an attach or somehow connect to the top Sansan. This might be a minus exchange, and this PP is also helping white. So when in danger, simply jump out. Of course, white will connect with the bamboo, threatening the cut instead of this move. And now black shape is just too heavy. So black should already consider the sacrifice. Jump out, let white capture two stones, and then play a good shape in the top. This way, the entire group is still in jeopardy. White can go further, like p16, to put pressure in the top, and then surround that group in the middle. So black comes out. Black can come out with an attach, and then jump, to escape faster. Now white is using the cuts. And here, when black plays q15, this can be separated either like this or like this. Oops. I mean Keima, then go down or extend to the middle. So black should think about p15. So when white pushes, black goes down. And if white jumps in between, black can push through also. And this way, black keeps the bigger group safer. Now black can build a corner, but now the center is still on the run. So it's time to jump. That's a good decision. No bit's fine. Jump again, it's a possibility, but there's a lot of AG around N13, so black should play here first, and then Kosumi. Now if white tries to cut the Ikentobi, Atari, and connect, so all the stones are connected. Playing this move, white can just cut directly. So now when Atari from one side or the other, black is separated. And black should actually accept that the group is dead, so just connect here, give up those stones, and then connect again in the center. Very important to keep these stones somehow connected. So this happened. Now cut, and it's time for a squeeze play. So black is just sacrificing more stones, but it was kind of forced. And here would be better to push first and then jump like this, because next white has to capture the two stones. So if white pushes here, black will block Atari, Atari from behind, and then connect like this, or like this. In fact, it's big to connect against the N9 cut, because when white cuts here, black can still resist in this fight. So black pushed along. White was supposed to go just Nobi, and in this case, black can also play the Hane in center, because he's threatening to catch the tail. White might go one Atari or the other, but then white has to come back and black extends. So black gets a pretty nice wall in the center. Playing this extension on the right side keeps the three stones connected, but they were okay to run also. I mean, on this move, Atari connect, extend. When white cuts, black can jump to the right and then play a bamboo connection and push along to chase the other two stones. But black has a nice potential on the bottom, and that turned into a big territory pretty soon. Anyway, right now it's urgent to do something about the left side, so Hane here would be an option. Give up a stone and then come out. Keep it flexible. So this way, just Shimari. White turns, that's big. Then kick. Actually, white can play Hane here, go down, everything center, and then a one space jump. But on the kick, black can ignore this. More important to do something on the left, or just block here, sacrifice those stones, and enclose the box. If white plays Hane like this, black can counter Hane, give up the stone, and connect. So white doesn't reduce so much. If white Hane here and Atari just sacrifice a stone and still keep the big box. You don't have to answer all your opponent's moves. They are not supposed to be sent. Now the proper defense here is jump on the second line. Then when white goes down, just connect. Playing like this, probably black was hoping white connects and then defend, but white could squeeze Atari and Atari. Well, the thing is, after the squeeze, black can Hane here. White will take 3 stones, black takes 1 back, but white has to pull back. Actually, this is dangerous. Black can even connect here. So just Nobi. And then leave the 3 stones behind, then play a big point. White takes 3 stones, black captures back. This is a 5 points capture. Instead of Kosumi, if black pushes and white plays a double Atari, black can Hane. So when white cuts, there's Atari here. White needs to connect. Atari here. White captures. Atari under capture. And play a hanging connection. So this way the bottom becomes really large. Now let's see the actual game. On this move, white can just block. But white is looking for a big center. That's a good decision. Then here, black can play a 1 space jump. And on this push, double up with Kosumi or Nobi or jump again. It's too slow to go 1 by 1 when you can jump. So keep it flexible like this and try to gain the territory in bigger steps. Now white can go Keima, so the left side will still die big and try to enter the bottom. Kosumi once, get inside the middle a little bit, then block the corner. If black is trying to leave somehow in the top, this is still a problem. 1 eye only. So white is going for the kill. Actually it feels good. Kill everything here and the top. But white needs to reduce the bottom too. Otherwise it's not going to be enough just killing those guys. So for black, sorry, it's more interesting to go out, let white cut the tail, Atari here, and then connect. So like this, black is not losing all those stones. Otherwise, white surrounded and killed more. And here, white can actually surround like this, because even if black tries to connect, there is not enough room to make ice. So white really missed a big chance. Black has to build more to go on the 4 line. Or first threaten to save those stones on the left side, then enclose everything. If white comes inside, just kill all. This is just too submissive. Now the right way to connect, it's actually double up like this. So when white pushes, block, when cut, go out, Atari connect. If white tries to get inside, he's going to die right away. And also when white just plays here, turn and block. So black is fine. Black has the option to play Kosumitsuke, but it doesn't really work because white will push through and there are lots of cutting points. And here black should keep going on the second line. Then white has to protect, and then black has time to connect here. And that's pretty much it. It's a reducing, but not that terrible. So what happened here? Black almost lost the corner. Black should still connect under. White turns, very good. Then jump. Then white messed up a little bit. In fact, white can go for this Atari and Atari under. But the connection is not necessary. So this is where white actually could have won the game. White can connect solid. If black throws in and goes down and Atari, in the end it's only 1 eye. So white should really pay attention of these cutting points around h5 spot. So white connected, then black turns, very good. Cut, and on this cut, white should connect in the center. Because black is not going to extract those stones. If Hane, just push and surround everything. Atari here connect, nothing happens. So black is dead all over the left side, like this box. And now white would probably win big. This Atari is not necessary at all. So when white plays this Atari, black grabs the winning chance with this Tetsuji to cut up or down. So this cut is very good. then Atari, okay. And here black can play the Hane first. Hane like this. If white captures 3 stones, Atari, Atari from behind, and now push, and then just D1. So white is trapped inside. White realized that he lost those stones, and now it's endgame. Very good to play Atari under and extend. Excellent endgame there. White took Gote, but he shouldn't. White should actually block the center. So this, Atari take, Atari connect. Because like this, white captures these 3 stones and the other stones on the left. In the actual game, black managed to rescue more stones on the left side. So push first, this jump, quite a bluff actually. Black should play Hane here, then Atari, throw in, also possible, Atari again, then go up, and that's pretty much it. So when this happened, white lost some more points. Actually, plenty of points. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So I can try the clamp. If black saves this guy, which is going to happen, like this, I can connect, and then those stones still die inside. They don't make ice. Nothing happens here. And if black connects like this, there is only like half an eye. Not even one eye there actually. So white missed a big chance here. The clamp is actually fine because when black pushes Atari and Atari either side, this will capture everything on the left side. So it's still white's game. But when black connected here, white should actually Hane and cut everything on the left side. But now black already extracted some of the stones. Then white played this move and black jumps in the corner. That's a big endgame move, but black can still play c9. So white has to push, then go down, and go down again. So everything is center for black. Then, actually on the left side, it forced to play b16, then go down, then block, because then there's Atari b15. So when, yeah, this move it's absolutely center. Lots of damage on the left side. White was actually alert here. You shouldn't go up. Still big to play c9. If white plays here, black will always pull back. So that's a Gote move. This was big. And it's also big. For white was always big to play s11, s10. So black can Hane and connect here. And then when white Hane on the side, this will be Gote. Now I should play this, everything center. Very good. Oh, wait a second. Puck. Yeah, that was big. Must give him a few stones. Connect solid is better. Less cotrets. But now it's done. So very impressive comeback by black this game. So here white was supposed to connect, black connects, and that's pretty much it. But somehow the game was counted like that. Anyway, really spectacular how black came back, but even at the end, if white managed to keep his area, even after he died on the bottom, it was supposed to be a win for white. But well, it's important to count and estimate during the game also. Enjoy the review and keep killing them.